ChatGPT Images 2.0 lets you turn this into this with nothing but your phone camera. I just used it on one of our brands and it boosted click-through rate so high that our revenue jumped from $39,000 a month to $139,000 a month. ChatGPT Images 2.0 is now the best AI image generator for product images by far, beating out the prior winner, Nano Banana Pro. You can create entire e-commerce listings with professional product photography and design that beat out a $3,000 product photo shoot easily. And yes, I know people have been making claims like this for years, but it never held up when you actually tried it yourself. You would just get AI slop. But I'm one of the single top grossing Amazon advertising partners with over $5 million in monthly Amazon PPC ad spend. So I can only use tools that actually work. And this works. Better than hiring a professional rendering artist, better than hiring a top tier designer, better than hiring a professional photographer. We have now entered the first time in human history where AI generated product photography beats professional product photography and professional design. It's not just faster, it's better. And I'm talking down to the tiniest detail. I'm talking the tiniest text on the label. I'm talking the grain of the material on the product. I'm talking the lighting. Everything comes out better than it would with professional photography and design if you know how to use this AI tool right. Now I'm going to walk you through how to use ChatGPT Images 2.0 to generate your product photography and generate your product graphics for your e-commerce listings without being a technical person, without any prior knowledge of any of these AI tools, without any design experience, and without even a camera. Here's the listing we generated with ChatGPT Images 2.0 that I referenced earlier that went from $39,000 a month to $139,000 a month after our change. To get results like this, you can't just pop a bunch of reference images into ChatGPT Images 2.0 and say, make this prettier. It takes specific prompting, specific context, and a specific workflow. It's not complicated, but you have to know how to do it, and we're going over that right now. Later, I'm going to show you a totally ninja hack, which is actually the hack that I used to generate the images that grew this product from $39,000 a month to $139,000 a month, and it has to do with feeding your actual sales data so that ChatGPT Images 2.0 has the context of what's most important to shoppers, and it can integrate that into the image so it has the statistical highest probability of getting more clicks than whatever your current image is. This is the next generation of e-commerce success stories, and we're using it to boost our sales performance across our entire catalog. First, we're going to walk through the simplest possible way to generate a high quality primary image for your e-commerce listing with just your phone in the ChatGPT app. So what you're going to do is take your product, and I'm going to open the ChatGPT app. I'm going to take a picture of the product. And what you're going to notice that I'm doing here, I'm going to add a couple of reference images. Usually you want anywhere between 4 and 6 reference images. Notice that I'm keeping my hand in the photo. It's not the product on a white background. You don't want that. You want to have the photo. It's actually better to have like raw phone image shots than it is for you to, if you already have product photography, load those up, because it gives the model more context. The most important thing is the size context. So having other things like your hand, your keyboard, your mouse, your computer, a cup of coffee, a dollar bill or something, that helps the model understand the size and scale of the product. So I'm going to finish taking my product photos here one by one. I'm going to do about 5 photos. I'm making sure here, as you can see, to get all of the different angles, the label, close-ups on any part that requires like fine detail, like this little stamp on the label of this product. And then I'm going to type in this prompt very simply. Create a clean, remember, we're starting simple, and then I'm going to get more and more sophisticated so you can get better and better results out of this as we go through the video. We're going to say create a clean primary image to be used as the primary image of an Amazon listing for this product. Simple as that. Now let's see what result we get. Boom. Check this out, guys. So this is already an image ready to upload on our Amazon listing. I didn't even have to do any prompt editing this time. I was expecting to have to do a little prompt editing. And by the way, this is tip number 1. One of the main reasons that ChatGPT Images 2.0 is superior to Nano Banana Pro, which is the second after ChatGPT Images 2.0. I have a whole video on that. You can find that on my channel too, but I wouldn't even bother with it because ChatGPT Images 2.0 is superior. One of the main benefits is that you can prompt edit very finely. It allows you to remove elements with a remove tool. It allows you to put in prompts that it then follows to the T. And we'll do some examples of this in a second. But in this case, I don't even need any prompt editing. Like, this came out freaking great. This is ready to upload to my listing. Now, this is something I would have had to pay a rendering artist or a graphic designer hundreds at the very minimum if I got like a bare bones one on Fiverr, thousands if I wanted a really good one for. And we already got it for free with the ChatGPT app. Already a huge step forward, right? Now, here's some of the things that you're going to notice. If I zoom in on this, you're going to notice the little tiny text came out perfect. This is something that Nano Banana Pro could never get right. Whenever the text got too small, if you zoomed way in, and you can see this in my previous video about Nano Banana Pro, if you zoomed way in, the text would be clearly AI generated, and sometimes it wasn't even legible. With ChatGPT Images 2.0, it gets fine text, like it gets it perfectly, even if it's really, really small. So this image is great. This already could be uploaded, and compare like the image that I took with my phone of this product to this. This is an excellent primary image for an Amazon listing. I would absolutely test this as one of my different iterations. But if I really want to maximize the click-through rate, we have to get a little more sophisticated. So now we go to level 2. So for level 2, we're fixing an issue with any kind of AI image generation model, including ChatGPT Images 2.0, which is, yes, you can generate incredible product photos and graphics and renderings, but when it comes to the actual science of maximizing click-through rate on Amazon or in e-commerce, it doesn't have that baked in expertise. It hasn't done thousands of split tests of different images. Luckily, there are a lot of people out there on the internet, me being one of them, being that I'm one of the single top grossing Amazon advertising partners on the marketplace that do have this database. So what I'm actually doing is I have a database, an SOP, with a bunch of strategies that are proven to increase click-through rate of e-commerce listings. And I have a bunch of examples in there of those strategies being used and the results of them. And I'm going to load this SOP in. And in a second, I'm going to give you guys the ability to access this or access the same benefits, at least so. But what I'm doing is I'm loading this SOP into the actual chat window as a file for it to reference and telling it in the prompt to reference it when it creates the image to maximize the click-through rate. So I'm going to load in the same reference images and I'm going to load in this SOP. And I'm saying create a primary image to use on an Amazon listing for this product. Utilize whatever strategies are most applicable from this click-through rate optimization guide that will maximize the click-through rate of the thumbnail. Now I'm loading in this SOP. Again, remember, I'm going to give you guys access to this in this video. Don't worry about this. I'm loading in all of my reference images, the exact same 6 from before that I used on my phone. And boom, here's my result. So a couple things about this image. The good parts. The rendering looks great. It's perfect. It's perfectly matching the actual label and the size and scale of my product. It looks good. It looks clean. There's a little shadowing in there. This is great. The rosemary behind it, this is a really common click-through rate strategy that works with anything that has ingredients, is you put a visual representation of the ingredients. In this case, this is a rosemary oil, so it put rosemary behind it because that was one of the theses from the SOP that I fed it. And that is a great strategy. The bad parts about this image are that it included these looking like photoshopped on like flat text graphics on it. This is a very clear violation of Amazon's own image guidelines. And this isn't in a gray area. This is like, this will get you suspended or it will just not run the A/B test if you try to run it. So we have to remove this. Now, this is where another strength of ChatGPT Images 2.0 comes in, is editing. Prompt editing works really well. So take a look at how I edit this image. What I do is I use this remover tool. If I click edit in the lower left-hand corner there, you see I click edit, and then up in the upper right, you see remove. Now I'm just gonna drag my mouse over these parts that I don't want. Then I'm gonna click send, and boom, ChatGPT edits the image, removes those elements, and I'm left with the image that's ready for me to A/B test as my new primary image. And this, I can tell you from experience, after running tens of thousands of products on Amazon, this has a high likelihood of getting a higher click-through rate than the first one we generated, even though that one was already good. I would definitely split test them both. I would run an Amazon experiment, A/B testing them, or if you're on Shopify, you can just split test them by loading one for a week and then loading the other for a week and comparing the click-through rate. But we're already on a roll here. Okay, that's level 2 of 4. We have 4 levels to hit to get to fully advanced user for product image generation for e-commerce listings using ChatGPT Images 2.0. Let's move on to level 3. Now what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna go to Amazon. You can do this if you're selling on other platforms too, like TikTok or Shopify or Walmart or whatever, and you're gonna download your keyword data. So in our case on Amazon, all we're gonna do is go to brand analytics, then we're gonna go to search analytics, then we're gonna go down to search query performance. And we're gonna select our product, select quarterly time range, select this year, select the most recent quarter, and then hit generate download. This is gonna download all of our keyword data, our organic search keyword data for the product and how we're performing for each of those search terms. We're gonna load this into the model with the SOP and with the reference images, and all of those together give the model a ton of context that it can use to generate the image that statistically has the highest probability of getting clicks based on what our shoppers are actually searching for. Now, this is the advanced tier, guys. This is what's going to get you outsized results. This is the kind of strategy we use to grow that product I mentioned earlier from 39,000 a month to 139,000 a month. And the level 4 is basically putting all this into one workflow that's really easy to do and gives you multiple variations at once. We'll get to that in a second. And I have to get to it fast because I'm pretty low on Hojicha, guys. And you know me, I don't operate well once I run out of my Hojicha. So let's rock and roll and get through this as quickly as possible. So the prompt here is create a new primary image for this product to be used as the primary image on an Amazon listing, reference the attached SOP with click-through rate maximizing tactics, and implement the most appropriate tactics. Reference the attached search query performance report from Amazon and utilize the data from it when deciding what click-through rate maximizing tactics to implement on the image. Just like anytime you're working with AI, the two ways to make AI perform better is to give it more data and give it more context. We're doing that here through a better prompt, more data from our actual keyword data, and the SOP for more context, plus the reference images that we had before. So let's see what we get out of this. And boom, here we go. Here's what the model thought would have the highest probability of getting the click. It added this label supports hair growth because the data says that a lot of people purchase this product for hair growth. Using a label or an added packaging is a very common strategy, especially if it uses one of the key top searched, most relevant terms on the actual packaging. This is a great one to A/B test with our other images that we've already generated. All right, so that's level 3. Now let's move on to level 4, where we're actually going to use Claude to bake all this into one workflow that you can run anytime and that you can give anyone on your team, even somebody who's super unskilled, to do this. And we have to be quick because, man, that's getting low. Okay, let's rock. So what we've done here, and this is what I'm going to give you guys access to in this video, is we've baked this whole process into a Claude skill called primary image hypothesis. All you do is hit the plus, hit the Claude skill, hit enter, and then it'll prompt you through the things that it needs to get the context to generate a series of primary images, not just one, but 5 that you can use as options to split test. And then you can actually edit them in ChatGPT Images 2.0 with prompting to get them just right so that you can then load them up and test them for a high click-through rate. You're going to notice it's asking you for more context sources. Like I said before, more context, more data makes the model perform better. So we're going to load in, it's asking for a screenshot of top competitors so it can see what other competitors that are top ranking are doing. It already has that SOP built in. It's asking for your keyword data from multiple different sources. You don't have to put all this in. Whatever data you do have, the more data you give it, the better probability of it performing well. And you can see what it actually produces is a series of hypotheses supported by whatever it found as the supporting evidence, whether it's a competitor trying something similar, something it knows in the SOP that's built into the skill, something that it found in the keyword search report. It's going to tell you why it decided on that hypothesis, and it's going to give you the exact prompt to paste into ChatGPT with your reference images to generate that image. Then all you're going to do is paste them into 5 different chats in ChatGPT Images 2.0, and you're going to generate these images with the prompt, and look how sick these come out. These all have a different hypothesis. One has the dropper right next to it. One has the packaging next to it, the box next to it with primary images on it. One has the tag. One has a super high contrast label. Some of them combine some of these different strategies. Now we can go in and prompt edit these. Like this one, for example, it doesn't come with 2 droppers. It would be against Amazon's terms for me to have this dropper down here and the dropper up there because it doesn't come with 2 droppers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say remove the second dropper. Boom, it removed it. Clean, clear. Now, if you want this Claude skill, I'm giving it to you guys for free. I put the link, it's the first link in the description of this video. Just scroll down. You can do it right now. It won't stop the video from playing. Click that link and you can get this skill instantly for free. It'll walk you through this whole process and you will never have to hire a graphic designer, a product photographer, or a rendering artist ever again. Now that's image generation. I have a lot of other videos on my channel that go through different skills, but the key is to actually have a framework, a clear operating framework. If you really believe that AI is the way to take your brand to the next level, like we do at my company, you need an operating framework. You need a command center. So I would recommend watching this video where I walk through simply, whether you're technical or not, whether you've ever touched AI tools or not, how to set up your AI operating system for your Amazon brand or your e-commerce brand. Check out that video here and I'll see you guys over there.